Revitalization of Aurora. Building on what was, on what is, to achieve what could be. It's just one example of many revitalization initiatives that will bring increased prosperity to our community. Think of it. We're all here attending an event that for the past few years has been held in another municipality because we didn't have a venue of adequate size to hold it here in Aurora. I believe it's a sign of positive things to come. But before I begin my remarks, I'd like to start with a few words of thanks. First, thank you to today's sponsors, Magna, TD Bank, Metroland Media, Bell Canada, the Aurora, Remax Hallmark Lynn, and Tree Frog. Your enthusiastic support and sponsorship of this luncheon is much appreciated. Special thank you to Mayor Mauricio Bevilacqua from the City of Vaughan, Mayor John Taylor from the Town of Newmarket, and York Region Chairman Wayne Emerson and his Chief of Staff, Lena Bajoni. Thank you for taking time out of your schedules to attend today's luncheon. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. I also want to take a moment to recognize and thank my council colleagues who have joined us here today. We have Councillors John Gallo, Sandra Humphreys, and Wendy Gardner. Thank you for coming. And I would also like to thank two individuals whose leadership make our town the safe place that it is. Police Chief Eric Jolliffe and Fire Chief Ian Lang. As well, I'd like to thank our CAO, Doug Natarazia, and members of town staff who are here with us today. So thank you very much. And I'd also like to give a very special thank you to Sandra Ferry, the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, and Sean McCluskey of Thompson Funeral Home, the Chair of the Chamber Board of Directors. And we all know that these events require a lot of planning and hard work, and I have no doubt that Chamber staff, including Sandra Watson, Kira Dorman, and Shauna Murray, have been instrumental in making today happen, so thank you very much. The Mayor's address to the Chamber has been an important annual tradition in our community for many years. It is an opportunity to provide Aurora's businesses and residents with a clear view about the state of Aurora. And I appreciate the opportunity to not only continue this tradition, but to build on it, to revitalize it by changing focus just a little bit. Moving from talking to you about what is, to engaging with you about what can be, and how we can work together to achieve it. In my view, effective leadership builds on the skill set of the team, and Aurora has a truly great team. Both collectively and as individuals, this council brings a lot to the table. I believe we have a deep bench, and that each member of this council brings a unique skill set that when combined, working towards common goals, we will succeed as a council and as a community. Our council's strength is complemented by the strong skill set of our staff, from our CAO and executive leadership team to our people on the front line. We have great people who do their best for our community day in and day out, and it shows. So we are starting from a position of strength and recognize that when working together, we can achieve our collective goal, a better Aurora and a future of positive change. Now, I'm thinking about what to say today. There's so much happening that it was difficult to settle on what to share. But in the interest of brevity and in keeping with my practice of being straight up and to the point, I will focus my talk today on one key overarching theme, the revitalization of Aurora. Building on what is, identifying what could be, and most important, making it a reality. My focus is understanding your expectations and working hard to deliver against your expected outcomes. Because it's getting there, getting things done that counts, where expectations match outcomes. And as I've said many times before, grand plans and wonderful visions make for a great speech. But if you don't deliver, then it's all just pretty words on a page. But I believe that the residents and businesses deserve more than vague promises. When I put my name forward for mayor, I made a commitment to continue to not only getting things done, but to get the right things done and done right. And I'm committed to deliver to our community. Now, before I discuss where we're going, let's first look at where we are right now. From a municipal financial standpoint, Aurora is in good shape. In 2018, we saw a 2.7 growth in employment. Our municipal tax and water costs are among the lowest in York Region and lower than the GTA average. We're the 7th highest wealth and economy in Ontario. We are the 36th best place to live in Canada, the 19th best place to live in Ontario. And why? Because of the fantastic amenities and services that we have here in Aurora. We have 57 kilometers of pedestrian walking trails. Our recreation centers have seen over 1.3 million visits each year. We had 23 town run events last year alone, but there's even more in store. Starting this year, we will see the implementation of 15-minute two-way GO service between Aurora and Union Station. We'll see the construction of 2 new hotels in Aurora this coming year, not to mention moving forward with the renovation of the Armory and the Library Square project. We have over 150 hectares of vacant employment land to attract new business. And we can leverage the fact that we are the first community in York Region to adopt small cell technology. Added to this, the fact that we have a strong connection and working relationship with our business community, and we have a strong and active chamber that supports and champions local businesses. We have a newly constituted BIA for our downtown core that has a great group of local business people on board that are ready to make their mark on the local economy, and we have a new economic advisory board, the Aurora Economic Development Corporation, comprised of business leaders that will bring their new, unique expertise and decades of business experience to identify economic opportunities for our community. So we are on very firm footing to take the next steps towards a future of positive growth and economic development. So what are the next steps? Where do we go from here? In a word, revitalization. Now I know what everyone's thinking, what does that mean? We hear it every election, revitalization, and yet we never hear it defined. To me, revitalization means bringing new life or vigor to achieve the full potential of Aurora, building on what is to realize what could be. And Aurora has incredible potential, but to realize that potential, we need to take action. What we have here in Aurora is special. And when I think of the future of our downtown, I see Yonge and Wellington and our cultural precinct as a destination with huge potential. Our downtown core was the heart of our community and economic hub of our town for generations. And through revitalization initiatives, it's on its way to be that and so much more for generations to come. We are a diverse and vibrant community that celebrates our unique heritage, and we can move forward towards a positive future by returning to our past and recognizing the critical role that Aurora's heritage and historical core can play in our future economic growth. And we are already moving forward to making that vision of a revitalized core a reality. Building on decades of work, this council is poised to complete the work of previous councils. So let me first talk about one of the most exciting projects happening in any municipality in Ontario right now, the Armory Restoration and our partnership with Canadian Food and Wine Institute and Niagara College. Built in 1874 as a military drill shed, the Armory has been a community gathering space, and we are excited to be bringing it back to its former glory. When the property was first purchased from the federal government almost 5 years ago, Council at the time did so knowing that it would need extensive renovations just to bring it up to code. Since then, there have been many discussions about how to best use this space, but there was little movement towards concrete action. However, last term, Council was presented with an opportunity to renew and repurpose the Armory and to breathe new life into the downtown core through the transformation as a post-secondary institution. Communities across this province have been fighting to bring post-secondary institutions to their municipalities, and Aurora is one of those communities. Bringing a post-secondary institution to Aurora has been a goal in our strategic plan, and it's something that we've been working towards for a very long time. And over the last decade, the town has met with countless colleges and universities in an effort to persuade them to set up locations in Aurora. Why? Because we know that post-secondary institutions bring jobs, visitors, and boost the local economy. We have already benefited from relationships we have built with local post-secondary institutions, including York University, whose Knowledge Mobilization Group has for the past few years worked with municipalities across your region, including Aurora, to realize the social and economic impacts of research. And during our last term of council, staff and council were in discussions with Niagara College about expanding into the Greater Toronto market. And when we shared with Niagara College our vision of downtown revitalization and the role that the Armory could play in that, the representatives of the college were immediately on board. They immediately saw the potential that the Armory offered. The building's history and its location downtown, close to the GO station, was ideal for them. Our vision for what the space could mean for our community aligned perfectly with their desire to be an integral part of the town and be a part of something bigger than just a post-secondary institution. As the home of the Canadian Food and Wine Institute, Aurora will see the Armory once again become a vibrant community destination. The Canadian Food and Wine Institute has a genuine interest in helping local businesses by partnering with them and providing opportunities for businesses to build their teams and take advantage of the highly specialized training on offer. They are very much looking forward to becoming a part of Aurora community by supporting events and activities taking place in our downtown, including the Christmas market. We know that investing in post-secondary facilities generates significant economic benefits. We've seen that in communities like Brampton, Guelph, Oshawa, and Kitchener. And it's why Vaughan worked so hard too and succeeded in getting a post-secondary institution within their community. It makes sense financially, socially, culturally, and economically. In talking to these other municipalities, we know that this lease agreement with Niagara College and our investment in renovating the Armory will pay off. But the Armory Restoration and our lease agreement with Niagara College are just the beginning of our transformation ahead. While our community is excited about the restoration transformation of the Armory, I'm equally excited about our new town square. In talking to residents and business owners over the past few years, it's clear that the cultural precinct plan and Library Square in particular is seen as one of the most exciting, transformative projects in Aurora. One resident described it as the jewel of our past council's achievements. Last term, council and the majority took the steps to move Library Square, a new civic square for Aurora, from concept to reality. The old library and the senior center were removed to make way for the creation of a dynamic outdoor square between the current library and 22 Church Street, home to the Aurora Cultural Center and to Aurora Museum and Archives. In addition to this exciting new town square, we are also looking at building a new multi-purpose performance hall that will be connected to 22 Church Street. It's located in the heart of downtown in our cultural precinct and a short walk from the Armory. The square will draw people and create an active and lively gathering space. Now, I really see the Armory as one bookend and Library Square in Yonge and Wellington as another bookend. Bookends to an exciting story, the story of our downtown revitalization. And as you can see by the recently released renderings that we have here in the front, the outdoor space and the indoor space that we have planned are truly exceptional in both design and function. The outdoor space will feature a splash pad in the summer and a refrigerated rink in the winter, and will be easily accessible from the library, 22 Church Street, and public transit. Library Square will offer a stunning backdrop for outdoor concerts, music festivals, public art displays, parades, markets, pop-up shops, food truck festivals, and cafes. The square is being designed in a way that it will be visible from the main street to draw people into the activities taking place there. And the proposed performance hall is yet another destination for residents and visitors and will allow us to host some truly exceptional events. And with retractable seating in the hall, the space can be used for theatrical performances, concerts, comedy shows, movie screenings, ceremonies, recitals, as well as banquets, trade shows, lectures, and large meetings. The indoor space will include a multi-purpose studio, program space, and the hall will be able to fit 250 people theater style or 160 banquet style. And with 2 new hotels in town, I see us being able to promote this flexible space to businesses and organizations looking to host workshops, banquets, and trade shows. In addition to all these possibilities, we'll also be able to draw in the arts community with a state-of-the-art performing arts studio and a multi-purpose visual arts room. Now these areas also have endless possibilities and can be used for everything from dance and fitness classes to language classes and courses. And with the modern design of the addition and the stunning heritage and history of 22 Church Street, the location will also be an ideal space for wedding and special events. Now we've all seen the power that a well-designed public space can have, particularly when it comes to rejuvenating downtowns. We've seen it happen to our neighbors to the north in Newmarket. Riverwalk Commons is a real community hub, and the surrounding restaurants and businesses are thriving. And Aurora has the potential to create something not only equally exciting, but excitingly unique to our community. The combination of the indoor and outdoor space and Library Square's proximity to GO Transit, York Region Transit, and Yonge Street have the potential to put Library Square on another level and make it a destination within not only Aurora, but in York Region. Between the hotels, the team building offerings at the Armory, and the new building we are adding at Library Square, we're able to offer something unique to the business community that would set us apart. A new place to meet clients over coffee, or host a trade show or a conference in the new building. Businesses, residents, and visitors will be excited to take advantage of everything that Library Square is going to bring to our community. And as many of you know, Christmas market is near and dear to my heart. I mean, who doesn't love Christmas, right? But in the future, I see a different, even better kind of event. Imagine skating with your family on the outdoor rink at Library Square and watching a giant Christmas tree in front of 22 Church Street get lit up in lights. Then picture yourself grabbing a coffee or a hot chocolate while you listen to carolers. Then heading over to Yonge and Wellington, where the roads are closed for pedestrians and filled with Christmas market booths selling their wares. And of course, all the local stores, restaurants, and bars are open, welcoming residents and visitors. That's the kind of downtown that I see for our future, and not just at Christmas. Pedestrian-only events could happen once a month in the summer, making way for on-street live concerts and shows that attract residents and visitors of all ages and backgrounds. An energized downtown that will make Aurora a more desirable place to live. It will increase visitors who are likely to shop in businesses throughout the town. It will also make Aurora a more attractive place to work and set up businesses. It's clear that downtown revitalization isn't just good for businesses downtown, it's good for everyone. Now, our downtown is about to return to our past and become once again a place that brings people together to celebrate and embrace the character of our community. And I'm committed to realizing our extraordinary potential. Now, while Library Square and the Armory are two huge projects that are really spurring on the revitalization of our downtown, there are other aspects of revitalization of our economy that need to be recognized. Building on past successes to foster future positive economic growth is key to revitalization of our local economy. Recognizing and then realizing our economic development opportunities will require leveraging the combined effort and expertise of our Chamber of Commerce, our BIA, and our Aurora Economic Development Corporation, working with council and staff to spur this on. For decades, the Aurora Chamber of Commerce has been an important resource for businesses and economic development advisory group for our community. A continued, strong relationship with the Chamber will be key to encouraging a positive business environment. The new Aurora BIA is already making huge strides forward in moving downtown revitalization forward. Comprised of some of our town's most successful, knowledgeable, and enthusiastic local business people, the BIA will be key to getting the community excited about what's going on downtown. Their feedback, ideas, plans for improvements are going to be a huge part of bringing our plans for a thriving downtown to life. And of course, I'm thrilled about the Aurora Economic Development Corporation, which is up and running now. The board is made up of some incredible local business leaders and people who are visionaries in their industries. The board is providing strategic leadership to the town and coordinates community economic development. They are working with partners, including local businesses and other levels of government, to strengthen and diversify existing business and attract new business and investment. The board is offering their expertise and advice to the town and developing a comprehensive economic development strategy. The strategy will leverage the progress that we've made and build upon projects like the Armory and Library Square. Now, I'm excited to work with the Chamber, the BIA, and our Economic Development Board to focus on bringing more businesses into Aurora and ensuring that we are enticing the right kinds of businesses to come here. But revitalization isn't just about bringing new business. It's about supporting existing businesses as well. We need to engage with local business owners to better understand your needs, what works, what doesn't work, and what we can do better. Yes, governments don't create jobs, but we can and should create the environment that allows businesses to grow and thrive. We need to do more to make Aurora attractive to new businesses and supportive of existing businesses so that all can achieve their potential. Now, a key question that I ask our business leaders is, what's holding business back from getting the most from our community? I'm committed to engaging with business owners to better understand what policy, what procedure, what mechanism can be put in place that will improve our business environment and enable our businesses to grow and prosper. So in closing, I'd like to reiterate a point I made at the start. We are on firm footing and are ready to take positive steps forward. I know that the choices that we've made in the past have put us on a path to an amazing future, and that the choices that this council are making now will bring us even closer to making that transformation happen. And it is with the support of people like you that inspire us to make sure that we get things done. So I hope what I've done today is paint a very bright and vivid picture for you of where we're going and what we are working towards. Recognizing not only what is, but what can be and will be if we work together to achieve it. So I'm looking forward to our future together. Thank you, everyone.